What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and a new patch, a new update has dropped for Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and presumably Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the definitive edition. I don't know, I don't have the ladder installed. But yes, a new patch has dropped, so I have the patch notes right in front of me. We're going to get right into this, but before I do, be sure, please subscribe. That would be amazing. I don't make money off this or anything, so I don't know why I'm saying please. But anyway, I do a lot more content on Grand Theft Auto, but not just this, other games as well. I have full playthroughs of Grand Theft Auto 3 Definitive Edition and Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the Definitive Edition. So be sure to check those out. So yes, here we are. Yeah, so we've got certain patches that were made for all titles. These include improved game performance across all graphic modes. It says that, but as you can probably see from our current gameplay, fidelity is still jaggedy, or whatever word you could have for it. The frame rate isn't stable on fidelity still, so yeah, that's a lie. That fidelity's still broken on Grand Theft Auto 3. By the way, I play on a pretty healthy PS4 Pro, so fidelity genuinely should be working after 5 patches at this point, but I digress. Stability improvements, again, I haven't noticed it. The clip you're watching right now is literally from a few minutes ago. Fixed several issues when attempting to retry a mission from the last checkpoint. That doesn't fucking exist at all. There is no checkpoints in these games. Maybe in San Andreas, but for GTA 3 and Vice City, there is no fucking checkpoint at all. You lose, like if you fucking die, then you've got to restart the whole mission again, you know? It's not as frustrating as the old games where you have to, like, where you lose all your weapons and you have to go back to the mission. You can still retry the mission, but the whole thing, such as a last checkpoint, a checkpoint system, quite simply doesn't exist and never did. Fixed the number of collision issues and fixed the number of texture art and signage issues. I haven't really paid attention to that, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I mean, that's cool, not a big deal. So anyway, yes, so these are the exclusive notes for Grand Theft Auto 3, the Definitive Edition. Added the ability to hold the sprint button to do a partial sprint when using tap to sprint. I've got no idea what that means. I just use hold sprint anyway. Improved collision near the Shoreside Vale safe house. There's a lot of improved collisions. I'm not sure what this means. I never really found an issue with them. I don't know. Improved collision near the Cochrane Dam. Same with the Phil Cassidy surplus. Super save. Improved the zoom behavior on the classic minimap. Classic minimap? Is that what's in the bottom left? I've got no idea. Improved the pathing of the armored car under certain circumstances at the end of mission escort service. Oh my god, it's took them 20 years and we finally got a fix for escort service. If you guys aren't familiar with the channel, I uploaded a rage compilation video a while ago. I'll leave it in the description for you guys. It's a funny video of me playing through escort service. It was the single worst mission in this story. Now I don't know how good it's going to be now, because I'm still yet to replay through the GTA 3 Definitive Edition story mode, but I will eventually do that at some point. And if it's anytime soon, I will probably upload a video on it, or I'll probably do it anyway for old time's sake, just as a sequel to that rage video. Improved collisions on yellow railings. If you guys... Okay, I get it now. I know what the collisions are. So is it like if you get stuck in walls or something? Because we got stuck on the yellow railings on that escort service mission while I was losing my fucking cool. I was so angry. And we got stuck on the yellow railing. And oh, it was horrible. Improved several textures found on the banana that appears in mission Dead Skunk in the Trunk. I don't really remember an issue there. Improved visibility on some of the pain spray signs at night. Okay. Improved GPS behavior during the vigilante missions. I'm yet to play vigilante missions yet, so I'll have to see about that. Improved the cinematic camera behavior during the RC Toys missions. Improved camera behavior when equipping the sniper rifle. Improved details on the Triad fish fan when viewed from a distance. Can we have that, but for the whole map, please? Fixed an issue that resulted in... Or just add fog. GTA 3 had fog. The definitive editions don't for some reason. Fixed an issue affecting multiple paint and spray signage textures. Isn't that the same thing from... Okay, whatever. Fixed an issue that resulted in the player being unable to enter a car unless standing still. Fixed issues with a number of NPC interactions. Fixed an issue that resulted in Claude not looking over his shoulder when using the rear-facing camera. If you guys were watching the gameplay, you would have seen that I tested that out. That does work now. Fixed an issue that resulted in the social club accomplishment I'm walking here not being awarded to some players when conditions were met. I haven't done this yet. I know how to do it. I don't know. Well, I know what I have to do it, but I don't know how to do it. So I'm glad I didn't do it beforehand and not have to be really confused at why I didn't get the accomplishment. I know now that when I get that, I'll get it. Fixed the geometry issue near the bridge in Staunton. I don't know what they mean with that one. Would it be when that lift thing is going up? Sometimes, like, if you're on it while it's going up, you fall through the bridge. Does that what... I mean, I wish they would speak in plain terms with these patch issues, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck you mean by geometry issue, you know? Fixed an issue with the KJR radio icon. I checked that out. I didn't really see a difference before. Part of my mind is telling me there was something wrong with the KJR logo before, but I don't know, and I guess we'll never know now. Fixed an issue that resulted in the cartel cruiser details not initially appearing when approaching the vehicle. I did notice this one, so that's cool that that's being fixed. Fixed the texture issue under the Callahan Bridge near the dockyard entrance. Fixed the texture issue on the Enforcer. Fixed the water collision issue in Belleville Park. Fixed an issue in Payday for Ray that resulted in some players being unable to progress after reaching the first payphone. I'm glad I didn't run into that one. Fixed an issue that prevented the mission Liberator from starting when the player entered the Corona. I've got no idea what you mean by that. Fixed an issue that resulted in lighting being visible inside during the cutscene for the mission Evidence Dash. Not sure what... Okay. Fixed an issue that resulted in the end cutscene repeating for some players during the mission Bomb the Base Act 2. See, I never ran into these issues, and I never even heard of these issues either. They're fixing really small issues when in reality they should be fixing, like, the aesthetic and stuff like that. Because I thought the game was fine. Like, out of all three of the remasters, this one, GTA 3, it fares the best. Like, you'll probably, out of all of them, you'll probably get the best experience compared to the originals out of this specific one. Fixed multiple text issues in the briefs menu. Fixed an issue that resulted in the parcels appearing too dark at night during a drop in the ocean. Fixed an issue that resulted in the Rhino tank spawning without doors. Fixed an issue with the GPS during the mission The Exchange. Fixed an issue that resulted in the door at the Staunton paint spray appearing closed. Fixed an issue that resulted in fog effects flickering under some conditions. Fixed an issue with the fire and explosion effects during the mission Paparazzi Purge. Fixed an issue that resulted in vehicles going missing if the player moved too far away from them. Fixed an issue that resulted in vehicles going missing if the player moved too far away from them. Yes. Okay. I noticed this issue quite a few times with the... when you go around the back of the church in Staunton Island, and then you come back out and whatever car you were driving that you left outside before you entered the back, it's gone. I will test that at some point. We'll have to see what happens with that. Fixed an issue that resulted in Cambu's location no longer displaying on the minimap after being freed during Cambu bust out. Fixed an issue that resulted in all traffic lights always displaying green. Fixed an issue that resulted in two Marias being visible during the cutscene at the end of the mission The Exchange. Really? Damn, that could have ruined the ending for some people. I don't know. Fixed an issue that resulted in Diablo members not dying if they fell into the water during the mission Pump Action Pimp. Okay. Fixed an issue that resulted in the social club overlay becoming unresponsive for some PC players. Fixed an issue with the flight controls of the Dodo on PC. Fixed an issue that resulted in the achievement unlocked message failing to trigger when the player is offline on Xbox One. That was all the Grand Theft Auto 3 ones. Okay, we now move on to Vice City. Improved wall textures at the Cologne Hotel. Improved the alley wall beside the Deacon Hotel. Improved enemy spawn behavior in the mission Demolition Man. Improved the camera behavior in the helicopter during the mission Phenom Penny 86. Improved windows on the Moist Palms Hotel. Improved collision around El Banco Corrupto Grande. Improved collision on the fence surrounding Moist Palms Hotel. Improved collision near the parking lot outside the Printworks. Improved collision near the bridge between Starfish Island and the mainland. Improved collision in the Ocean View Hotel lobby. Fixed an issue that resulted in the achievement Choppered Up not being awarded. Fixed an issue that resulted in burning vehicle blips to not appear on the minimap and the timer freezing during firefighter missions. Fixed an issue that resulted in the player failing the mission Copland whenever the cafe blew up. I never ran into that issue, but Copland for me was pretty stressful. So if that had happened, oof. Fixed an issue that resulted in the player not failing the mission Cannon Fodder after dying. Fixed an issue that resulted in the achievement Take the Cannoli not being awarded. Fixed an issue that resulted in the player failing the mission Publicity Tour after driving the limo into the Corona at a high rate of speed. See, a lot of these issues I never ran into, you know? Like, I was hoping for the patches to, like, what's wrong with my hair over here? To, like, improve the aesthetic of these games, especially GTA 3. Like, we need fog. We need more grey. It needs to be less colourful. Like, I hate it. The only area of GTA 3 that should be colourful in the slightest should be the red light district. Everything outside of that should be greyish. You know? We need that grey aesthetic back. Fix an issue that resulted in the cops turning white and disappearing when they are killed during the mission No Escape. Fix an issue that resulted in the GPS route being visible on the minimap for the courier during the mission Hit the Courier. Fixed an issue that resulted in objective markers remaining on the minimap after failing the mission Shakedown. Fixed an issue that resulted in Tommy's health being restored after getting on the bike in the mission Pizza Boy. Why would you patch that? Fixed an issue that resulted in traffic lights not illuminating. Fixed an issue that resulted in objectives and locations of suspects during vigilante missions only appearing in briefs menu. Fixed an issue with front door texture at pole position. Fixed an issue with the garage door texture on the backside of the police station. Fixed an issue that resulted in the Joe's Beds signboard inside the North Point Mall appearing reversed. Fixed an issue that resulted in the glass not breaking when smashing the shop windows at Howlin' Bikes Biker Emporium. Fixed an issue with planes appearing in incorrect colours when landing at the airport. Fixed an issue that resulted in BJ appearing incorrectly during the cutscene after purchasing Sunshine Autos. I never did that. I haven't bought Sunshine Autos, so I'm happy whatever was broken there has been fixed for when I do my video on that. Fixed an issue that resulted in rain being visible inside the print factory during the cutscene for the mission Hit the Courier. Fixed an issue that resulted in footstep sounds not being audible while moving and aiming with a one-handed weapon. Fixed an issue that resulted in the scanner audio repeating when getting into an ambulance. And that is all the patches for Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Now we've got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the definitive edition. Improved the high fade haircut, improved the first person camera view while in certain vehicles, improved collision in the back room of Zero's RC shop, improved firefighter and paramedic UI messages at 4K resolution, improved the UI on the driving school TV when resolution is set to 3440 x 1440 on PC, improved the audio during the mission Sweet Girl, fixed an issue with the window texture at the security checkpoint of the Los Santos airport, fixed an issue with the ground texture at the Angel Pines motel, fixed a small collision issue in the alley at the small town bank, fixed an issue that resulted in the instructions remaining on screen for the duration of taxi driver missions, fixed an issue that resulted in CJ's reflection not appearing in mirrors when aiming with the sniper scope or using the camera, fixed an issue that resulted in the music continuing to play and cars becoming unusable after loading a save during the Caesar Villalpando Lowrider Challenge, fixed an issue that resulted in the crates not clearing upon completion of the mission stowaway, fixed an issue that resulted in NPCs clipping through their beds during a burglary, fixed an issue that resulted in the achievement Ain't Nothing But a G-Thang not being awarded. Oh, G-Thing, sorry. Why is it not Thang? I don't know. That achievement's named after Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg's song. So, I read it wrong, obviously. Fixed a number of issues where the player was unable to get on bikes and motorcycles during certain missions. Fixed an issue that resulted in building debris collision not resetting after retrying the mission Yay Ka Boom Boom. Fixed an issue that resulted in missing lip syncs during the end of the mission Wrong Side of the Tracks. Fixed an issue that resulted in traffic lights ceasing to function. Fixed an issue that resulted in the cutscene on the cargo ship ending prematurely during the mission, the Danathang, whatever. That is a very weird mission name. Fixed an issue that resulted in the big head sheet persisting when switching between games without closing. Fixed an issue that resulted in some settings not saving after exiting the game. Fixed a number of progression issues during the mission Pier 69. Fixed an issue that resulted in the corona at the Panopticon appearing oversized in the mission photo op. There's a lot to read here. Fixed an issue with the GPS during the mission robbing Uncle Sam. Fixed an issue that resulted in the music persisting after loading a save during a dance routine at the nightclub. Fixed an issue that resulted in the player being unable to drive vehicles after loading a save during the Lowrider challenge. Fixed an issue that resulted in pedestrian cars being able to enter the cemetery during the mission Lost Sepulchres. Fixed an issue that resulted in Ryder being able to be killed after completing the mission Home Invasion. Fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to retry the mission High Stakes Low Rider. Fixed an issue that resulted in an autosave not being created after completing the mission High Stakes Low Rider. Fixed an issue with snapshots being visible without using the camera while CJ is on the phone. Fixed an issue that resulted in the help text prompting the player to return at a later time, only appearing the first time when attempting to start the mission Home Invasion outside of the correct time. Fixed an issue that resulted in a pickup effect appearing outside the Johnson's house after completing the mission Sweet and Kendall. Fixed an issue that resulted in the fire effects disappearing after retrying from a checkpoint in the mission Burning Desire. Fixed an issue that resulted in two-wheeled vehicles. There's so many fucking patches here. Fixed an issue that resulted in two-wheeled vehicles becoming invisible after doing a wheelie while in first person. Fixed an issue that resulted in the achievement I Ain't No Buster not being awarded. Fixed an issue that resulted in help text persisting throughout the opening cutscene of the mission management issues. Fixed an issue that resulted in help text persisting through the opening cutscene of the mission Cleaning the Hood. Fixed an issue that resulted in CJ and Ken popping into the cutscene as they enter the meat factory in the mission The Meat Business. Fixed the reversed window texture at Los Santos Pawn Shop. Fixed an issue with the rhyme book texture in the mission Mad Dog's Rhymes. Fixed an issue that resulted in the African pendant, dog tags, and stopwatch appearing black when equipping other clothing. Fixed an issue with the high afro hairstyle missing a section at the back of CJ's head. And fixed an issue that resulted in the map key language not changing after being changed in the settings menu. That is 17 minutes worth of patches there. Oh my god, that was a lot of reading. A lot of it. And I'm going to be honest, we're not going to notice a lot of this unless, like, you're in those rare instances. I don't know about San Andreas, but I know a lot of those issues that they've addressed in GTA 3 and Vice City were not issues for me, like only a handful. So I don't know why they've only just covered like rare and obscure bugs. Why not add the general aesthetic that you straight up just removed, like the fog in GTA 3, the overall grayness of Liberty City, just the random leaves and newspapers blowing everywhere. How has a 2001 PS2 game got that and the remaster doesn't? Like, didn't you port this over from renderware to Unreal Engine 4? Why did you remove those things? I don't get it, but yeah, whatever. I'm happy that they are still patching this stuff in. Grove Street Games, I hope you continue to patch stuff into these games. Maybe even add some new stuff in. That would be pretty fucking cool, in my opinion, but I doubt that will ever happen. Anyway, that was all the patch notes for Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, and yeah, that's about it. See ya.